experience is like. I know who you are and we've been talking a lot, but can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do.
hmm so my name is Elizabeth Cochran. I go by Liz. Um, I live in just outside of Rochester, New York, in the US. I'm currently a full-time social worker at a local hospital. Is there
Nice.
anything? Did I miss anything?
That's amazing. That much, that many hours. That makes sense. It's in a hospital. Um, I didn't ask you that before, so now it's like, okay, makes sense. And what can you say were your struggles before you joined the program, or why do you wanted to make that change?
I'm not happy with my current job. Like, I just switched positions in April and I like it a lot better than I did before, but I don't love my work and I want to do something that I love. And I was really struggling, I think, to like find myself and what I wanted to do. And this program like really kind of spoke out to me because I love design. I wanted to go to college initially for interior design. So, but I didn't because I didn't want to move to a big city where most of the clientele and all of that would be. So, um, I think my struggle prior to that was finding myself and finances, honestly.
Okay. That's that's tough, but I mean, you can now work on the design part without like moving and anything. You can
Yes.
you can actually get clients for design, like designers or like yeah, they do need marketing as well. So you can actually be involved on that dream that you had a few years back. So that's cool. And
Yeah,
since you joined the program, what has been the most valuable part of it for you?
a good question. I really think the most valuable thing is just the education. Like, I've learned so much in the short amount of time, and I didn't have to go to school for 4 years.
Yes.
I actually went to college for six, but it wasn't that long. It was 6 months and not 6 years. I am a person who loves to learn, and I'm a very hands-on. So being able to do this program has like taught me a lot because we had to do the assignments and to be able to get the certificate and um it helped me network a little bit with people I would never talk to or even know they existed. So bringing me out of my shell and the education are probably two of the biggest things that were the most valuable.
Nice. What can you say has been your biggest accomplishment since you joined the program?
Getting my certificate. It was a struggle to get there because in the beginning, I didn't know what I wanted my niche to be. I still don't. But I picked one for the program because it was an interest of mine. But I had started with one and then I changed it to another because I was feeling frustrated and not really like I could have made that a career with freelancing, which I know you can, but like I wasn't feeling passionate about it in that moment. It kind of took the joy away from sports for me. So then I switched it to music because I really love music and I had a lead and I was like very excited about it. So it sent me back a little bit. But to be able to get that certificate, because I was one of my actually I had two accountability partners and neither of them have finished yet. And they started either the same time as me or before me. So like just getting that is such a huge accomplishment.
Great. You know what's the beauty of being a freelancer? That you make
Yeah.
your own rules. So you can change the niche as many times as you want. Um,
Yeah.
instead of just feeling drained by your work, like not happy. If you feel like something is not clicking, then you can switch it and try something new. You don't have
Yeah.
anyone to tell you what to do, so that's nice.
That is nice.
That's nice.
But for
Um,
the purpose of the assignments and like getting through things, it was just tough for a minute.
yes, it's tough. It's a bunch of information in a short amount of time. But it's good that
Yes.
you have them access to everything, so you can always keep learning. Because I bet there's some videos in the vault that you haven't watched. There's a lot of videos there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of videos. Like I have not even touched like half of them.
You have a lot to learn as well. Then,
Yeah,
um,
and I learn best by like doing. So that's why I'm like eager to get a client because I can practice it and become an expert or learn from it and be able to apply it to another position. Like that's just kind of how I learn is doing it. I
for
can
sure.
watch all the videos in the world, but until I do it, like I'm not gonna know.
Yes, that's cool because you can do that with any skills. Once you master one skill, you can try a new one and keep
Mhm.
learning like on-demand skills that they're so needy right now. Because everything runs by social media. So
Yes. Yeah.
you have to keep learning. Actually, one of the things that we tell the students at first, I don't know if you remember, is that you need to be open to learn new things because there's
Yeah.
always new things that you need to keep learning. You need to refresh your knowledge. So I'm happy that you like to learn because
I
that's what
do.
this is about.
I was thinking about going back to college actually, and it was either then I had been following Jet for a while, and that's when I was like, do I really want to go back to college and go back to school for 2 years plus all of the money, like thousands and thousands of dollars. Um, and then I really paid attention to Jet's profile and story, and I was like, I'm gonna try that instead of going back to college to do something that I'm not really happy with.
Yes, and you can keep learning new skills. So whenever you feel like you reach a comfortable zone and you're just okay with it, then you can push yourself a little bit more and learn new
Mhm.
things and just keep like accumulating that knowledge and that
Mhm.
experience. I think that's good. There's always something new that you can learn. So it's a
Mhm.
career that it doesn't get bored. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't get boring. You won't get bored just because there's always new that you can try. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's nice. And what were your thoughts when you before you joined the program, where you regarding the investment that you had to make to join?
It was tough because I was not in a financial situation to be able to afford it. We actually took a loan out, a home equity loan to pay off some of the bills, but I was also able to purchase the program and um get a new laptop to be able to do it because my other laptop took an hour to turn on. So literally. And even then it wouldn't like really do anything. So at first we weren't sure how we were gonna pay for it. So it did take me a few months to like actually commit because we weren't sure how we were gonna do it. But um paying for the extra months too of coaching was hard, but I like needed to do it. So I ended up putting it on my credit card, which wasn't great, but I had to do it.
You invested
Not
in
what I
yourself.
wanted to do, but like I wanted to graduate and
That's definitely an investment that you made on yourself.
Mhm.
So for sure, as I was telling you before, I'm 100% sure that you can make that money back, um, just by being consistent. That's the only thing. The only feedback I can give you is just being consistent instead of once every few days. Just take actions every single day, even if it's a little bit. Because I know, um, I know like part of the reports is like adding like a lot of leads every day, but I've done that in the shorter amount of time, like just a short amount, like two per day. um and I know it works. because I've done it before. So I'm sure that if you are consistent, you will make that money back in no time. And as I was giving you the example, you can even get that savings that you were thinking about in 10 years, you can have them in 5 years, you can take them in just 5 months. So that's for sure something you can do. And just the last question, if someone is watching this and is wondering whether joining in the program or not, what would you say?
Take the leap, it's worth it. It may seem, for me, it was the price. I mean, it's not outrageous, but for someone who's in so much debt,
Mhm.
it was very hard to commit to that, but I'm glad I did. So if financial barriers are the barrier to someone joining, just make it happen. Find a way because you won't regret it. Like I am struggling right now to get clients, but that's on me. That's because I'm not, like you said, being consistent. Um and I'm shy and I'm a perfectionist. So I get in my own way. Um but it's the program is worth what the money. Yeah. And the coaches are helpful when you actually reach out and tell them what you need.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. It's been really nice talking to you. So thank you.
Yes, it was nice talking to you as well.